Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another round of Grand Arena Championships, some 3v3. We're in Season 10, Week 3, Round 2, and I'm up against a pretty good opponent. He's from the Japan Alliance, and he was pretty efficient considering what I set down on defense. Take a look at the board here. This is in the morning. I woke up and he cleared me. He's got some pretty standard stuff up top. You see Grievous, you see Crew. There's a Dooku Separatist team. You see some Night Sisters down there at the bottom. A Saj led with Acolyte and Zombie. So nothing too fancy. Something that, I should be able to work through. But first we're going to go take a look at the bottom. That's always the place I like to start because I want to uncover that front zone and see what he's got hiding in the back there. You can see out front, there's no Galactic Legends, and he has both, and he's got Jedi Knight Luke. So down at the bottom, he does have his Darth Revan, full Darth Revan team. He's got an Aura Singh team with Nest, and then some Mother Talzin-led Night Sisters, got Daka and Spirit in there. So this is the zone that I'm going to clear first. I know what I want to do, and because my opponent has made a couple of mistakes, it leaves me some leeway. This is me throwing in a burner squad. The only way I'm going to get through this Darth Revan team is a burner squad to burn the specials, and then the best gas team that I can make. Now, if I would have had my own Darth Revan team, this is where I could have used it as well, or I could have put CLS in here, but there's a high chance of getting stuck on Malik, and I didn't want that. I figured gas would be my best shot. Unfortunately, my burner team didn't burn off that ball lightning from DR. Since there was only one guy left, DR finished him off with a basic. And ideally, you want to burn that ball lightning. So it wasn't the best that I could have left it, but it did work out. They made a Super Rex, so that helps out at least a little bit. I'm stuck on Malik, but my gas hits hard. He was able to take out Malik. Okay, he's gone. But the biggest issue is Fallen Bastila. You want to get rid of her as fast as we can. I was trying to do that with Rex there, and then unfortunately he just got taken out one turn before he got his big hit available. Now check this out. Look at that. Gas gets brought down to the red. Thankfully he's got counterattacks, but look, he's got both of them down to the red. Boom, boom. And there we go. Easy peasy, just like I planned. Moving right along to the next battle. It's that Aura Singh team with Boba. This one's pretty straightforward. My crew was the fastest, so I use his 2-turn irresistible stun on Nest. That way it doesn't matter how much tenacity she has. Once she's stunned, I can just wait till the others come out of stealth, and which that's Aura right there. She came out of stealth, so I take her out. Now I can work on Boba. He's out of stealth. So it's just a matter of being able to decide, I hit Nest there because I wanted to keep the taunt up. I figured Crew would be the best one to take the punishment. He's modded to be pretty beefy, so I don't want my Executioner getting taken out because he's who I need to take out Nest. Right there, Nest is free, so we'll get a big hit on her with Executioner. Now put her back in stun so she can't do anything. And we'll just keep working on Boba. Took him out once, got to take him out just one more time. And look at that, the counterattacks right away keep Crew taunting, which is what I want. I want my tank to take the hits. Now it's all about doing basics on Nest until she comes back around and does her, takes her turn, then I can get a big hit in on her. So right there, she took her turn. The biggest hit I had was Kylo's special, so that's what I used. Followed up with Executioner. And was just enough to put her into the red, but not to kill her. So we'll do another loop around, wait for her to take another turn. I'm saving my stun special in case I need it again. Trying to just land healing immunity, everything I can in case she does get to move. Don't want her healing up. And there we go. Was able to take her out and get 53 banners without using too much of a, too tough of a team. The next matchup, the Night Sisters. So I thought my bounty hunters would be pretty good against this team. Boss Elite gives them a lot of survivability, but apparently not nearly enough. Look, they've already whittled through his protection. which that's what you need. Once he loses that protection, he loses that extra defense, which makes him pretty squishy. So right here, I'm debating about if I should take a shot with execute, but I don't think it's enough to take anybody out. So I opt for a basic. Figured maybe he could put some debuffs down, do something. But he didn't do a whole lot of anything. I got MT down, but then Daka brought her right back. So, yeah, that was unfortunate. But here I do have execute, so I took her out with that. Now she's not coming back, at least. I got rid of her, and so she's done. But look at my two Mando and Boba that I got left. They're not in greatest shape. They keep getting stunned, which is the curse of death in 3v3. Yeah, nothing doing. I made no progress towards getting my contract and disintegrate. None of that. It sucks. So that I didn't really count on, but I clean up with my Bastilla Jedi, and there's no lead, so I don't have to worry about any speed bonuses, plague, none of that. Once you're doing a cleanup and the leader's gone, you don't have those lead bonuses to worry about. And I get a nice, thick, extra protection layer on there, so hopefully they won't be able to chew through that, and I can get them taken out for as much banners as I can get. So that's what I'm trying to do here, and it worked out. Got 34. So not the best, but I did have a little bit of wiggle room, and now you just watch me use it all up, because I didn't plan to fail there. So I really can't fail any more battles, or I'm going to end up losing this thing. With that battle done, at least I can look at the back zone and see what he's got back there. And just as I thought, and the reason I didn't use my own Kylo to one-shot his DR, is I figured that was bait, and I knew he liked to put Rey, and I didn't see her, so I suspected her and back. So at least it's not a super hard Rey team. I should be able to handle this pretty straightforward. So that's the battle we're going to do now. I'll use my Supreme Leader Kylo Ren to take out his Rey. And it still has to work. I mean, this has the best chance of success, but it can still go sideways. And all you guys know, if you tried to take one out, this is the counter. And if it fails, so much for clearing part of the board. You're going to get stuck no matter what you have left. It's just the way it is, especially in 3v3. There's not a lot of options. So I brought in Hux and Thrawn. Maybe a little overkill, but again, you don't want it to be going south on you and getting stuck. So I got rid of his Holdo. Now I'm working on L3, and the goal is just to pump up my ultimate meter percent as fast as I can, because I want to be able to get my ultimate in time when she does hers, and be able to, go multiple turns, not just one turn use and that's it. So I do have still Hux alive and Kylo, which is great. As long as you've got two alive, she went in her ultimate stance. When she comes out, she's going to end up spreading the hit amongst both of them, which is fine. I thought about popping my ultimate here, but I figured they can both take the hit because, look, Kylo's got protection and Hux is still alive. They're going to both take the hit equally. So all it did was get rid of Kylo's protection. He's still in pretty good shape. So I do the double hits to try to pump up that ultimate meter a little bit faster. And there we go. Now I got 100%. So far, knock on wood, I've never lost when I've had it at 100% like that in 3v3. So as long as I've got all three goes to go, just do the middle hit because it never misses, and cleaned up with the AoE. And 47 banners, that's about as best as you can hope for when it gets down to 1v1 with Galactic Legends. So this is back at his top. Gonna go through here. Now I know what I want to use on each of these squads. So we're gonna start knocking them out one by one, see what kind of ship he's got waiting for me in the back, and then we'll go back and finish the bottom section. So let's go ahead and take out the top, starting with the Grievous, because I'm going to use my Padme there, and I got to make sure that it works. If it fails, that's going to affect all my other choices for all my other battles. So I really got to make sure that that one succeeds, and I get decent banners from here on out. So that's what I'm trying to do. I took Padme, Anakin, and Ahsoka. He doesn't have his B2 there, which is actually kind of helpful. He does have B1, and he's got Magna. So I took Ahsoka because she's great with the dispels. I didn't want to get trapped behind Magna. And the fact that she constantly assists means I can get a bunch of extra attacks in. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to get those attacks in, knock down the stacks on B1 as fast as I could. Then I didn't have to worry about all this extra damage going on. I'm just trying to also keep an eye on my own protection up. Make sure I always have some kind of protection up as a cushion against Grievous's, big hits, his AoEs, and when he does his crawl. I already got rid of B1. Now it's just Magna. So take out Magna right there. Take a hit from Grievous. And that's it. Lights out. Easy and quick 50 banners. Now we'll move on to the Dooku team. Normally I use Geos against Newt, but I figured they should work fine here. I got a different plan for that Newt Watt squad down at the bottom. So I figured Geos against this Dooku team. They've got enough of the assist attacks and everything that I should be able to do okay. I don't want to get big hit one shot by Droideka. So I gotta just keep an eye on that. I use Spy's big hit to take out Dooku right off the bat. Get him out of the way, then he's not going to be pumping up the turn meter with his, that move where he puts him in stealth and all that. That gets annoying. So get rid of him. Keep working on B2, trying to get B2 out of there. I've got Spy's big hit, so I took a shot at Droideka, but it wasn't enough to get the job done. So we'll just finish off B2. Now we can work on Droideka as much as we want. So there we go. Not perfect, but I did get 53 banners, so that's pretty good. Now we'll take out that Asajj Night Sister squad. You guys have seen me use this squad a couple times. I chose to use it here rather than against the other one because it was, you saw how hard hitting it was. So I wanted to use that here because Wampa's got an AoE attack, which is what you need when there's this zombie acolyte business. You don't want to be focused with getting trapped on zombie. You need something that will hit acolyte. And since she's only gear 12, she's going to go down pretty easily. And my Wampa is Relic 5. Actually, they're all Relic 5. I got Old Ben up to Relic 5, and so is Watt. So they're all pretty tanky. All I got to do is just buy time and power up Wampa. Which is, as long as he's got the weapons tech, they're not going to get any revives free from zombie. So I don't have to worry about that. I basically just got to kill them each once. So I did that with Acolyte. I've got Asajj left to deal with. So I'm just going after zombie, putting some hits down. It's ideal if you can kill zombie twice and get the two red stacks where then she won't move. Then you don't have to worry about taunt. So I was kind of doing that, but not really. I got a chance to go after Asajj, just here and there. So I'll take it when I get the chance. With that AoE, you can see how much damage it's doing. It's putting Asajj and zombie both in the red. I mean, she heals right back up. But it's nice to know that one big hit will almost get the job done. It's like one more roar and that might be enough power to do it. So I didn't end up needing to do it. I was able to just target Asajj there and take her out. I was trying to heal up as much, protection as I could, get everybody topped off. And I think I did it. And I did. So 54 banners there. That team worked like a charm. I was happy with it. Okay, now we've got this matchup. You guys have probably all used this in 5v5. And I like to use it in 3v3. I think it works pretty well as long as Hux isn't there. And he's not there. So perfect time to use this. It does work well, except for OG Kylo. I keep underestimating him. At Relic 7, he hits pretty hard. I mean, since we all had to take him up anyway for Galactic Legends, we've got these characters that are sitting in high relics that, we didn't used to have to worry about. And at Relic 7, man, he can put down some damage. So you really got to watch out for that. you got to have equivalent relics, I think. And my R2 is only R5 at the moment. I got to work on him a little bit, just trying to make him a little bit tankier, because those AoE attacks that OG Kylo keeps putting down really kind of wind up, doing some serious damage. And it's good and it's bad. It's good if you're using him, but it's bad when you're like this against him and you've only got 3, so there's no real way to gain health back. Illuminated Destiny's great as far as helping with protection a little bit, giving you an extra turn, but recovering that health, there's really no way to do that. So I go after crew, kind of balls out best I can, use that ability from Rey to put down the locked healing immunity, and that way he's not gaining back health and protection from all the debuffs that I'm putting on him. I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't have gone after Kylo, the other one, first, just because he keeps feeding turn meter and doing his AoEs, and just everything that he offers is a big pain to deal with. I mean, from the banner's perspective, you're not really gaining your health and protection banners back. Look at R2. Missing health, missing a lot of protection. BB-8's missing protection. I mean, Rey's the only one close to being able to be full, and that's not good for matches where every single banner counts. And so I'm trying to recover as many as I can. I got rid of crew, so at least I don't have to worry about that. I am trying to use stuns as I can to kind of keep Kylo under control. If I can cut down on all these extra hits, the AoEs, he's doing damage to everybody, and it's keeping their banners, keeping their protection from filling back up and me getting max banners. This is a team that, if you can draw it out, you can get 54 banners. You just have to do enough cycles. And so it's about keeping them under control, using the stuns, doing those illuminated destinies. And at this point, I'm looking at their health bars, like R2. Yeah, he's not going to heal back up. There's no matter what I do, he's not going to be able to finish healing up. So I just knocked out Kylo there, took the 51 banners, and called it a win. Now I unlock the back, and I can see that he's got a Malevolence down there, or up there, I should say, in the back. So we'll worry about that later. Let's finish off these ground squads on the bottom, and then we'll go to work on that. And there's nothing too terribly fancy left to deal with. My plan for this Newt squad was always going to be CLS. Once I saw that I didn't need that for any other team. So went after Watt first thing. Stun him and take him out before he could even get the techs out on the board. Because him being able to throw those techs out are going to make it a lot harder to take everybody out. And so I didn't want to do that. And I used stuns to keep Newt controlled. And then while he's stunned, I can go to work on Sun Fac. Because I want Newt to be last. I don't want him getting another turn and me having to deal with extortion while I'm trying to take out somebody else. I got rid of Sun Fac. Now it's all about Newt. Take him out. Unfortunately, I was missing a little bit, so I only got 52 there. He's got 2 relatively easy squads left to deal with, so I'm just picking the best teams out of what I have left. And I've got my Sith Triumvirate, so I'll use them here against Mission and Zalbar. He's got a Kira lead, and that's fine. Thankfully, with the Triumvirate, I can just isolate Zalbar, and then I don't have to worry about his dumb taunt popping up and taking the focus off anyone. So I was able to get Mission out of there real quick. Now I can just work on Kira, and my plan is just to take out Kira, and by the time I do that, Nihilus's Annihilate will have rolled around, and I'll be able to just pop Zalbar and be done. So I do, and Annihilate's about to come up, and I'm looking at my banners, like Treya's a little under protection, and I think Nihilus is too. So rather than annihilate Zalbar, I figured I can go once around and see if Treya's protection up, put it on herself. Maybe I can top her off, and that will give me an extra banner. Just trying to get what I can, And so I cycle back around. Now I do the Annihilate. That was the reason I put it off. But I only got 51, so it did not work. It did not count for that protection to be full. Now we'll go after the last ground squad. It's just leftovers, you know, high relic resistance, the things we have to relic up because they made us. So everyone's trying to find a place where Vet Han and Chewie and Old Finn, you know, we've had to relic these up, so we might as well use them. I did the same thing, put down a leftovers team on my end, and I'm sure he had no trouble with it. But sometimes if he's running out of stuff, you know, it may give somebody fits. And it does enough damage that maybe they'll miss a couple protection banners, which I did right there. I got 51, so I missed out on the protection banners. So I guess it did its job. And you see that I got a rhodium right there, so probably where I'm going to end up for the season, I guess. Let's take out this last fleet and see what score we get and see if I can win this thing. Alright, he's got pretty standard malevolence fleet, so I took in my negotiator, which I've been saving for offense. Only got 61 banners, but I kind of did the math and figured as long as I one-shot, I'm good. So I got my Y-Wing up to 7 stars. I've been practicing with that, and I brought in Houndstooth. I'm like, I'm going to win in one no matter what. So I did win in one, and I got 2406 to his 2397. It's only 9 banners difference. Like, if anything that was a 2-shot would have been a 3-shot, I would have lost by a banner. You know, I mean, maybe I would have made it up elsewhere, but you get the idea of how close this match was. So, really good match. I enjoyed it, and we'll move on to round 3, and we'll see how that goes. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.